Hello, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about the silent metric that's killing your sales and profit on Amazon, and you're not even realizing it. My name is Yanni. I'm a 7-figure e-commerce seller. I've sold over $5 million on Amazon, and I've been selling for a good amount of time now. I also have a full-service Amazon agency called eCommerceville, the city of e-commerce, where we work with over 20 brands on Amazon. Every category you can think of, we do the PPC, the listing, everything that has to do with Amazon. We're your in-house marketing team. Now let's get into the video. So what is that silent killer that's killing your sales, killing your profit? You don't even keep a track of it. What is that metric? That is the in-stock metric. Most brands want to grow and create new assets, new products, new product lines, and that is a great idea. I completely agree. That really helps growth. But what happens if your in-stock rate is very low, which means that you don't keep your product in stock all the time, you'll see that if you actually improve the in-stock rate, you make more sales, more money, and it will be logistically and operationally easier for you to have those products instead of adding new ones. Now, with all the brands we've worked with, very few people get this right. How do you get this right? And before we even get to how do you get this right, I want to explain to you what happens when you go out of stock on Amazon and how detrimental that can be for your business. So Amazon is a momentum game. The more sales you get, the more sales you will get. You will rank better organically. You will climb up in those spots. You will show up in better positions. So the more sales you get, everything gets better on Amazon. You will be seen more because what Amazon sees is, okay, this product is converting well, people are liking it, good reviews, so I want to show it up. What happens when your product goes out of stock? The opposite happens. So when your product goes out of stock, and for argument's sake, let's say you're the bestseller, ranked number 1, and you go out of stock, every day that you're not in stock and your listing is out of stock, your sales rank, you go from 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, so on and so forth. Because what happens is on Amazon, as soon as you go out of listing, you disappear. You're not there anymore. People cannot buy that listing. So people won't buy it. You can't advertise it anymore. You cannot be seen for that listing because it's not there. And that product disappears. It's like it doesn't exist. Now what happens? The longer you're out of stock, the more painful will be coming back. So if you're out of stock for a couple of days, a week, easier to recover, especially if you get to high level, right? If you're a bestseller or you're one of the best sellers. But the longer you get, a couple of weeks, a month, a couple of months, you really will start struggling. And when you come back, not only your sales rank will be much worse, you won't have the momentum. You have to spend more on ads because your conversion rate won't be the same. Your click-through rate won't be the same because you just stopped. You won't have that momentum. You would have lost the subscriber save you've had. So all of that momentum is going. And you'll get into a position that you have to kind of restart. Now, because you have reviews, you have some type of credibility in the marketplace, especially if you got the bestseller, you can get it back. And we've gotten it back many times. But it will cost you more. Sometimes it can take a week, sometimes it can take a month, sometimes even more. As long as your strategy is correct, as long as it's a good product, it will go back on the top. But that will be costly. And not only that, you're losing a lot of sales while you're out of stock. So how do you resolve this? And how beneficial is to resolve this? I'll give you some numbers from the clients we've worked with. Last month, they did 150,000 in sales. They're not a very big brand. They're a brand we took from 60 and took them all the way up to 150,000. Great products. Really love the brand. But what happened with the brand is at 150,000 sales for December, they were at 70% in stock rate, which of course Q4 is very difficult, especially December. It's very difficult to be in stock. The shipping times on Amazon are all messed up. People are scrambling to buy. So it is very difficult to keep in stock for Q4, but 70% was his in stock rate in December. And he made 150,000. The forecast we did, and these are very, very conservative numbers. If he kept in stock more than 20%, we're actually in stock rate at 90%, he would have done 220,000 in sales, 70,000 more. Bear in mind, this is very conservative. Now, how did we do the forecast? Simple. The products that he was out of stock, what was their average sales per month? And we added those. Now, that is not correct really because that's very conservative. In Q4, you get a lot more than your average monthly. You also get the momentum of keeping the stock. So realistically, that number would have been 250, 270 and above, especially in December. That is just 20% difference. And he doesn't have a big product line. And by the way, you're not doing anything extra. You're not really changing anything in the strategy. You're just keeping in stock. It's not extra products. It's the same products that you usually have in stock. Now, if you multiply that by 3, 6, 12, the numbers really start piling up. So always keep your in-stock rate average. You need to know what's your percentage of in-stock. The higher, the better. Instead of thinking of, let me get another product and launch another 6 ACE, another 6 product lines, you might as well keep the ones you have in stock. Once you have a very solid in-stock percentage, then I would think of getting other products. Because if you don't, you're just going to cost yourself a lot more sales, because you'll be finding at one place you want to get more sales and launch more products, and the other place, like, you can't because you're not even keeping them in stock. So you're fighting, and keeping them in stock, it's not easy, but you can do it. And these are a couple of tips I would give you. Have an Excel sheet. It doesn't have to be a software at the beginning. Have an Excel sheet. Look at what stock is coming in. What's your average sales per day? When do you expect that to run out? So if your average sales per day are 30 units and you have 900 coming this month, you need to know when you should restock. You can, of course, price manipulate and slow down those sales, but I wouldn't recommend it very significantly, because Amazon doesn't love when you start increasing the price significantly. They love it when you lower it, but when you start increasing it significantly, big spikes, you can even lose the buy box. So I strongly suggest to really know your stock level, do the forecast sheet with Excel, simplify it. Average sales per day times whatever days are, plus when the stock arrives. Nice and simple, but that will help you, and that will improve your in-stock rate by at least 5-10% if you haven't done it. If you're not using any tools, if you're not using anything, and you just gut feeling it, it will improve your in-stock rate. And I cannot stress this enough. You keep your products more in stock, you automatically make more sales, more profit. I hope you liked the video. A lot more to come. Stay tuned.